Welcome to another edition of the Gridiron Report. I'm Jared Johnson, and here we are. It seems like, to me, the offseason kind of just started, but it's already time for Big 12 Media Days. And that means, really, it's the signal that the next season is just around the corner. Texas Tech their day is actually Thursday. Big 12 Media Days is always a two-day event. First day of it is Wednesday, and the second one is Thursday. That's when Texas Tech will do their whole round of media stuff. Answer a bunch of questions from the media, basically. Joey McGuire will have his press conference at 11:05 a.m. Central Time. I think he's the second coach to go on. They'll talk to, a bunch of TV and radio, but then they'll do what's called breakouts, which is like individual. They'll have their own podium or desk, if you will, where they sit and the media can come up and talk to them, and there'll be Texas Tech players and Joey McGuire. The players are like 2 or 2:30 on Thursday, and then McGuire's at around 3 to 4. So that'll be interesting. There's a lot of things to talk about. First off, it'll be Joey McGuire's first Big 12 Media Day as a head coach, so that there's that. And then Realignment, new Big 12 Commissioner Brett Yormark. He actually is speaking Wednesday morning. I believe it's like around 8:30 to kind of kick things off. And of course, there'll be a lot of questions, I think, for him in terms of with conference realignment. I don't know how forthcoming he'll be. We'll have to see, but it ought to be interesting. If there's, definitely everyone's looking for some kind of news on conference realignment, where the Big 12 stands, and all of that. In terms of Texas Tech, Coach McGuire's first season, there'll be a lot of questions about that. In another video, and I'm sure most of you watching this have heard about this, the historic $200 million investment into the renovation of Texas Tech football facilities, including the South End Zone and the Jones, the football training facility, and just how everything's going to be connected. It's very exciting. I expect Coach McGuire to get a lot of questions about that. And the players, those players are Tyree Wilson, who's playing outside linebacker. He's been a defensive end for Tech. He's been a good player. He's one of the best players on the roster. Dadrian Taylor Demerson, another very good player. Safety, had a really solid year last year. I expect him to have a monster year this upcoming season. Miles Price, speaking of monster year, inside receiver. I think he'll probably lead the team in catches and yards and all that, or he'll be right near the top. He had a good year last year. Zach Kidley coming in, bringing in at least his version of the air raid, which tends to feature at times inside receivers. I expect Miles Price to have a really good season. And then Caleb Rogers, who, he's been a starting offensive lineman for you, mostly at right tackle, but a lot of the spring he was, at left tackle. So I expect him to be, he needs to be healthy. He needs to play well at left tackle on that offensive line. Him and Weston Wright on that left side. Weston Wright's another veteran playing left guard next to him. So that needs to be a strength of the offensive line. And I like Caleb Rogers' potential, that's for sure. So those are the guys. It'll be interesting to talk to them and see what comes from Big 12 Media Days. But for me, a lot of it's going back. That's where I'm from. It's in Arlington at Jerry World, of course, again. And, that's my neck of the woods where I grew up, so I get to go see a lot of family, and then see a lot of people I used to work with, like around the 4-Star Telegram, and people around the Big 12 that I still work with, for example, at 24/7 Sports. So it should be at least some interesting things come out of this, with Joey McGuire being there and these players, and then just some of the conference realignment stuff. So I'll have a report after Big 12 Media Days on Thursday, another video. So stay tuned for that. But for now, thank you for watching, and until next time.